Ever since I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, my interest in Marvel and comics just went back up. It just shot straight out like a cannon or something. Like, man, it's crazy. Like, I completely lost a lot of my interest of just Marvel and comics in general, just superhero stuff after Endgame. But I mean, I guess the new movie just really hit that different for me. Similarly, the last time I watched anything X-Men related, aside from Logan and the Deadpool movies, was when X-Men Apocalypse came out, which was like 8 years ago. And I remember it just being so uninteresting to me that I didn't even bother watching Dark Phoenix. And so I completely abandoned any X-Men stuff. So when X-Men 97 was announced earlier this year, I wasn't really interested at first. I mean, it's also probably because I didn't grow up watching the original show. My ass was born on 2005 and no channels really broadcasted the series here. So basically my X-Men knowledge really just came from some random comics I decided to read back then, the big ass Marvel encyclopedia I had, and of course, you know, the live action movies from Fox. And I barely even remember the stuff I've read and watched, but I guess I remember enough. So now we're in the big 2024 over here, and when X-Men 97 came out, I saw some posts about it on Twitter praising it, and I was like, holy shit, wait, this actually looks pretty sick. It was a clip of Cyclops fighting the guys in, like, you know, episode 1, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't know Cyclops was this cool, bro. I might actually hop in here. So I decided to put it on my watch list. Fast forward to a few months, and here we are. I'm invested in Marvel again, specifically X-Men. So I thought now's the perfect time to watch X-Men 97. And holy fuck balls, it's peak! Like I mentioned earlier, I didn't watch the original show, so I kinda just went into this fully blind, but it wasn't really difficult following the story, fortunately. It definitely helps that I was already familiar with the characters at least. Besides Morph, he's completely new to me. I've literally never heard of him before until this show. More on him later, by the way. But anyway, I fuck with this show heavy, man. In the first few episodes, I was like, this is cool so far, I'm liking it. And then episode 5 comes in and I'm like, holy shit, I wasn't familiar with your game. That episode got me howling at 3 in the morning. And then all the other episodes after that were just fucking banger as well. It was just banger after banger. The action is just insane. Like I was fucking hyped in these fights, bro. Just all these characters showing us why they're absolutely goated. Scott, Rogue, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Storm, like holy balls, they were popping off. I also love Magneto in this. I'm not sure if he's like this in most, if not all of his iterations, but goddamn, he's genuinely a pretty good character and villain in this, you know, show, in this story. I've honestly always liked the stories and narratives that are being told in X-Men stuff, as well as this relationship that Eric and Charles have, where they're both just kind of like two sides of the same coin, trying to fight the same battle but doing it in different ways, in ways they both understand most. Basically just doing what they believe is right. It's like, it's such a good, I don't know, I just fuck with it because it's like, you know, a lot of stories like this, I guess you can say, where there's an antagonist and a protagonist, or a good side and a bad side. There's a pretty clear distinction, and I always like stories where that distinction gets a little gray, where you can actually kind of reasonably see where the villain is coming from, you know what I mean? We got Thanos, kind of a random one here, but like Johann Liebert, it's just, you know, that one's just from a writing standpoint, you understand why he's the way he is, but it's like, I don't know, I don't even know if I'm making any sense, but basically, okay, my point is, I really like these stories where there's like these two opposing sides, there's kind of like a moral struggle, you know what I mean? And they gotta figure out how to overcome the situation, possibly meet in the middle, you know, like do some compromise. I think it can be really cool to explore, and I also think that the show did it pretty well. Anyway, so episode 5. What the fuck? Just that whole build up from the previous episodes with Gambit, Rogue, and Magneto, and then the payoff here was just magnifique. That whole conversation Gambit and Rogue had. My goodness gracious. And when Rogue said,
You light up everything you touch, but never me.
shit had me like. Like, that ass, I did not expect this show to cook so hard, man. Like, brother. And Gambit going balls to the walls on that big ass sentinel, blowing the whole thing up while he's impaled. Oh my goodness, get this man a special place in heaven. I don't fucking know. This is some king shit over here, bro. This is why he is the GOAT, y'all. This is why he's the GOAT. He's about to make a name for himself. Also, I really like Rogue and Gambit together, so seeing that shit with Magneto hurt my soul. Like, I actually died inside a little bit. I don't know if it's like that for comics or if this is just a animated series thing, but I mean, God, I know like Rogue and Gambit are like a pretty popular couple in the comics. I just haven't delved into the comics a lot yet, okay? But like, gosh, it was hard to watch, bro. It was hard. But I mean, like, I get it. Okay, I can get it with Rogue's side, you know. I can see why she fell in love with Magneto. Okay, dude's got a lot of passion for his fellow mutants. And I mean, look at him. Are you for real? Why does he look so fucking majestic? But no, like, damn, that age gap is bonkers though. Bro's like 60. He's dusty. Ain't Rogue meet him at like 18 or something? Like, or like just, you know, pretty young? Bro got introduced to Magneto by her whole ass mom. Like, that is diabolical. And I'm still absolutely baffled that Rogue and Magneto had that training room booked for what seemed like the whole day. Like, huh? See, if y'all were actually training, that shit in Genosha wouldn't have happened. I'm just saying. Nah, I'm playing. But if I was Gambit while Morph was scrolling through that schedule, I would have actually killed myself on the spot. I'm not even kidding. I would have done that magic trick where the cards come out of your mouth, except I'm gonna just blow all the cards up while they're still in my mouth. I don't even give a shit. Alright, I'll stop. Let's move on to a Morph here, cause holy, this guy is nuts. Dude is Mystique Pro Plus. Being able to copy characters and their abilities or weapons? How the fuck does that even work, bro? Actually, I don't even care. Just keep being a legend, Morph. You do you. But like, for real, isn't that power kind of OP though? Like, I mean, I'm sure it has its limitations. Like, I'm guessing the abilities he copies isn't as powerful, but still, that's insane. So yeah, I need more of Gambit, more of Morph, more of Rogue. Like, I love these guys. Unfortunate that there's not a lot of Psylocke content, but I get it, you know, she's not really a part of the main gang. I don't really even know anything about her. I'm gonna be real with you. I just remember really liking her when I was a young lad, when I was a young boy. My father told me. Wait, no, took me into the city. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, Psylocke gave me a whole ass awakening. Okay, so speaking of awakenings, Rogue gave me an awakening as of recent. Absolutely love this woman. Southern accent, peak, and hearing Sugar as a pet name or whatever you want to call it is doing things to me now. So thanks for that, Rogue. Also, it was great to see Nightcrawler. I love that man. He was always one of my favorite X-Men. I got like a soft spot for teleporters, you know what I mean? And speedsters. I think those are one of the coolest powers you can have. So last thing, I'm really surprised they ended it off with a to be continued. I was fully expecting it to be like a one season thing, you know, it was just gonna be done by the end of the season. And I was also wondering if it was gonna tie into the MCU, which I'm really glad it didn't, because how the fuck would that even work? I do not want 3D and 2D to cross, thank you very much. I mean, Space Jam and Who Framed Roger Rabbit did it well, but like, just no, man, no. It's too wacky, bro. I think it might be cool for if it's just like for a little bit, but if there's a whole group of them and they're fighting alongside with the new Avengers or some shit, that might just be too goofy for me, man. Also, I love the little cameos or whatever of the different Marvel heroes. It was really awesome to see Spidey, Captain America, Daredevil, Iron Man, and then Doctor Doom even, Cloak and Dagger, like sheesh. And then Shredder, like, this is the only guy I didn't recognize. Who is this man? Oh, also, what the fuck is up with Charles, bro? This man said,
"Your man speaks as if I am your pet." Not an entirely displeasing thought.
Like, what? Was he always this freaky? Like, what was that, my brother? And she's matching his freak too, like she said.
Hush now, beloved. You may bark later.
Like, whoa, like this show is goofy, bro. 10 out of 10. But actually more like a 9 to 9.5 out of 10, I think. 10 out of 10 is a little too rambunctious. I didn't enjoy it that much. But yeah, regardless, this was definitely still one of the better written Marvel stuff in the past few years. Actually, no, since I guess Loki? Why can't they just pump out shit like this more often, you know what I mean? AKA, why can't they have writers that, I don't know, read the comics perhaps? But also I say this as someone who doesn't read the comics. But either way, okay, I just think there's a clear quality difference in a lot of their projects recently, and even comparing it to their old work, you can just feel the passion in projects like these. Like the Guardians movies, Loki, Deadpool. I'm hoping Fantastic Four will be included with those bangers. I'm hoping that it'll be the same. Please let Fantastic Four First Steps be a banger. I swear to God. But as a side note though, I remember really enjoying the original Fantastic Four. We had it on like a CD one time and I had a blast watching that one. But it has been like probably a decade since I actually watched it, so I don't even remember what even happened. Soon I shall rewatch, but yeah, anyways, that might just be all I have to say for this show. Pretty short video. I mean, I honestly wasn't even planning to make a video about it, but I just felt like yapping for a little, cause holy mother of Neptune, it was just that peak. And with that being said, let me know of your thoughts of whatever down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and stay hydrated, everyone. Adios.
It's Gambit, mon ami. What the fuck?